It's Monday in Simpsonville, South Carolina, and we still haven't seen the sun for about 3 days now. And it looks like we're not going to see the sun until maybe Sunday of beginning of next week. So unusual to have this time of year, this many days of no sunshine. However, it does make us appreciate the sunshine. Last week we talked about words and said, are these words biblical or are these words just principles in the scriptures? Today's word is abomination. Now, I didn't say Obama nation, and I'm not going any further with that parallel because I may have some Democratic friends that watch these devotions, but nevertheless, abomination. Well, if you look at it in its singular form, it only appears in the New American Standard 46 times and only 3 times in the New Testament. If you look at it in the King James Version as a singular word, abomination, no S on it, and it's found 76 times, 4 times in the New Testament. The meaning is the same in both translations: detestable, hateful, reviling, and the key is that sometimes we're careless about looking up words like this in a concordance. You add the S to the word, and now we find it 152 times in the King James Version, and 113 times in the New American Standard. Just by adding the S to the word abomination, we get plural abominations, and we find a significant increasing number. And most of you who are against homosexuality, but not against homosexuals, and let me say that very clearly again, we're not against homosexuals, we're against homosexuality. We believe that it is not the natural state for man as God created him, but that doesn't mean we hate homosexuals. As a matter of fact, just the opposite. We love them and we hope that they'll come to the truth that homosexuality is not a God standard. Proverbs chapter 6, verses 16 through 19 may make you a little less likely to beat up on homosexuality because it is listed in the book of Leviticus as an abomination before God. And it's listed in the New Testament as well as being something that God is against. Nevertheless, if you look at Proverbs 6:16 through 19, you'll find that it reads this way: there are 6 things which the Lord hates, yes, 7, which are an abomination to him: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that run rapidly to evil, a false witness who utters lies, and the one who spreads strife among the brothers. Let's take them one at a time quickly. Haughty eyes. That's a proud look of superiority, arrogance, looking down at somebody. Lying tongue. The motives are deceit and malice and greed, and we find that too is an abomination before the Lord. Violence of innocence. Anger leading to violence, the willful hurting of others, abomination before God. A heart with wicked plans, that's premeditated sin. And that's people that willfully plan for that sin. Feet running to evil, that is an eagerness to sin, an eagerness to be involved in things that you know God is against. False witness, that is deliberate lies and distortion of truth, and that's an abomination before God. A false witness, an oath broken or misleading to cause harm, a false witness, abomination before God. Spreading strife amongst the brethren, that's a willful upset and discord among the people of God. Stirring the pot, if you will, agitating. Many people are guilty of this in our churches today. They willfully upset and cause discord. Now, let me say to you, There are the right ways and the wrong ways if you're in solid disagreement with something that's going on in the church. The right way is the biblical way. Go to the person privately. Go with a witness. If you can't resolve it there, take it before the church. But it's not to stir the pot, and it's not to go on partial information. We must be very, very careful if we're going to go against the church or its leaders. And we must be very, very careful that we understand the situation completely before we take the other steps. It's very, very clear to me that there are a lot of things besides homosexuality, and including homosexuality, which is an abomination before the Lord. And so when we think about this word, let's not think about it as it restricted only to homosexuality, even though that is included in the list of things that God feels are an abomination. Let me go back to the definition: detestable, hateful, reviling to God. There are lots of other things that we can be guilty of that are an abomination before God as well. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, violence against the innocent, a heart that plans wickedness, feet running towards evil and eagerness for sin, a false witness, and spreading strife amongst the brethren. I don't think many of you are guilty of homosexuality, but my guess is that all of us can see ourselves, at least at some times, guilty of any one of these 7 things, which the Lord says in Proverbs 6:16 through 19 is an abomination before the Lord. That's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.